Well, here we are again at Vancouver Vanessa's kitchen at the Gingerbread Cottage. I found an amazing good deal on Marzano Italian plum tomatoes, the best, the fleshiest tomatoes. And when you want to make tomato sauce, which we're going to do today, you're looking for the fleshiest tomatoes you can find. So Roma, regular Roma, usually the kind, which would be this one here, would be a Roma tomato. But the big Marzanos are these here, they're much, much larger. I found them by the box and they weren't perfect, so I had to cut the stem off and cut some little pieces out, but all in all it was a fantastic deal. But if you don't get plum tomatoes or Marzanos, just use regular tomatoes, whatever you can find, whatever you can get. I just got some tomatoes here from a friend, and they need to be chopped off a little bit, and they can go into everything I can find goes in the pot. What I do, also a generous amount of basil from my garden, from my greenhouse, a lot of garlic, some Himalaya sea salt, and to taste, and a large amount of olive oil. So I put about a ½ inch of olive oil in my pot, like you can see here. And then I start putting the tomatoes in. I do not peel my tomatoes. I never found that necessary. Actually, in my mind, it's just not right. Why not eat the peel too? The best ingredients are in the peel. The best nutrients are in the peel. So I'll cook these up, and then I'll let them cool down. Put the garlic in, of course, and the salt in, not the basil. At the end, I take the whole pot of tomatoes and I put it through the blender. Bring it up to heat. Also add the basil to the blender. And just bring it up to heat, or what you can do is you can fill it into jars at that point and just can them for about 10 minutes, and that should do in a pressure canner. Okay, we'll see you a little later. So these tomatoes are simmered down now to quite a good consistency, quite liquid. We'll leave it for another 10 minutes. So just to repeat, all that is in here is Marzano, tomatoes and a few others, garlic chunks, olive oil, and Himalaya sea salt. So I'm going to add a little pepper and basil later, but I will show you how we'll do that. So here's the last stage for our tomato sauce. I filled it into the canner, into the pressure canner. And what you do when you look at the gadget here, you close the canner and you don't put this thing here on. You just close the canner, bring it up to boil, and when this here starts to spit water, then you put the top on and you let it come up to 15 degrees, kind of, and as soon as it comes up, you turn it off. Now, certain vegetables that are alkaline, like asparagus and beans and all these things, you have to can much longer, but since tomatoes have such an acidity, all you want is just to get a seal. So now you have to leave it to cool down, because you can't open the lid, of course, otherwise it explodes. And just wait until the gadget goes down to 0, and then you can open it up, and I will show you what we'll do then.